What's up, everybody? Matt here with Peter Sanger. Y'all know who he is, but we wanted to take an opportunity today and just get perspective. Because Peter was the first person in our box that was able to get 500 check-ins. And you can only imagine life lived during that time, fitness gains, lots of good and wonderful things, life cycle of an athlete. Who knows? We're about to find out in just a minute what the perspective is coming from that. But we wanted to take a moment and celebrate him. In fact, Peter's wearing some new shoes. Why don't you show the people? Take it in. He picked these out.
Is there New Balance for wide feet people like myself?
It's a pretty cool shoe. I would wear those shoes.
Welcome to the club.
Double wide. Peter's got some big feet. Big shoes to fill for anybody that
feet, right? Big socks.
Big socks.
That's what you said once.
Big shoes to fill for anybody else chasing down 500 check-ins. But we like the idea of playing the long game and rewarding the long game as well. So I've asked Peter one question, and I've encouraged him to take some time to think about if you could go back to when you started your fitness journey and you could say something to yourself. What would you want to say to Peter Sanger so many years ago as you're considering getting started in this journey that you feel like maybe would have prepared you or just insight? And my hope is in him sharing this that a lot of us who may be on the beginning side of the journey can see this as incredible insight and wisdom that we have now, that we don't have to maybe learn hard lessons, or we don't have to learn things on our own, that we can learn from people that have gone before us. So Peter, what would you say?
Well, for those who don't know me or are new to the box, my fitness journey and the CrossFit fitness journey, I'm going to keep it to that, is more than 500 check-ins. It started in San Diego about 3.5 years ago. I was 4 years ago. I was 460 pounds and in a desperate place, and it was CrossFit. And eventually 9 months later, giving up alcohol, which really transformed my life. But CrossFit was the catalyst, coming into that box to a new environment, different than the LA Fitness mega gyms, which is what I was doing, and just feeling the community, the sense of welcoming, encouraging, and finding this competitive fire I had in myself, which I didn't know I had. So 500 check-ins here, plus 1,800 workouts there, and it helped me lose 215 pounds. We're currently at like 199, but we're trying to work on that. The number one thing I would say to myself then is, in the beginning of that journey, would simply, honestly, be to continue to love yourself.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know how that. Just like that. It's like.
What does that mean?
Because the check-ins, the workouts, they symbolize so much more than just an activity for 60 minutes. It's so much of the struggles. It's easy to let it take you down. You just have to keep fighting. You have to keep coming back every day. It's consistency. Not every day is going to be good. You can fail. But somehow, some way, I just kept coming back, and the results just kept happening. And there's a euphoria in that. You just want to keep chasing that. And then I moved across country, and the first thing I wanted to do was find a box, and I did. And in some ways it was the best thing that happened to me, and in other ways it's inevitably changing my life for a new course, which I wasn't expecting. And for a while I used it as my only crutch and probably trained myself to hurt. And so I'm dealing with that now, an athlete on the mend, trying to get back to where I was last year when I felt I was in physical peak. And I don't know where I'd be right now if I didn't have the community, the friends I've made. It's helped me turn my life toward God. which I'm working on every day as well. So it really is just a 1% better every day. That 1% challenge means a lot more than just trying to get a pair of shoes. It's winning the day.
Yeah.
It's winning the moment. And so, chase that number, because the number is a good thing to chase, because the more it racks up, just like a sobriety date, it just feels stronger and stronger. But while you're doing it, those days when you're not feeling your best, is love yourself.
So good. That's so good. So you have that now as wisdom and insight from the last 500 check-ins. What are you saying to yourself for the next 500? So I feel like even in this 500 and all that you've learned, that even right now is sort of a defining moment for you to speak to the next 500, or the next 5,000 check-ins. How are you going to be successful going forward with what you've learned?
Well, I think before I was trying to define success in the mirror, losing of weight, the mirror, what does my body fat percentage look like? And though those are really important attainable goals, because I want a healthy lifestyle, I want to be fit, I want to live my best life. At 46, I felt like I was living my best life, and I still am, but I want to wake up and just feel that, and I want that to extend out into my work life, my personal life, my spiritual life. And so if I'm able to, love myself for my imperfections, as God loves me, then maybe I'll just stop worrying about things so much. I heard a good thing at church not long ago. You can't alter your past, but you can your past to the altar, and in a way, this is...
Hold on, did y'all hear that? Say that one more time.
You can't alter your past, but you can bring your past to the altar.
Wow.
And so this here is like a sanctuary. It's a place where I can let it go, I can be myself, and I can try to be my best self, even when I'm not being at my best. And so I look forward to seeing friends and family and familiar faces. And I definitely want to come in and put a smile on my face. If I don't have them when I come in, I definitely have them when I leave.
Well,
so that's the best part about it.
So cool. Thank you, Peter.
I hope you get to give away 100 pairs of shoes.
I hope so too. I can't wait for the next pair of shoes we get to give away. But even if we never gave another pair of shoes away, if you didn't gain the insight that came from this opportunity to give one pair of shoes away, that is good. Hit rewind, watch this again, be blessed, and just know that we're here to support you as you guys are fighting to be your best selves. And I hope that just like for Peter, that you guys are getting way more out of this than just weight loss or composition found, but are really finding yourselves being freed up and experiencing abundant life and incredible quality of life. So interview 1 in the books. Who's going to be the next to 500 pairs of shoes? We'll see.
#ThePinecast. Go back and look in the archives.
All right, that's it. Thanks, everybody.